Um, so over the last, I don't know, 48 hours, maybe more, maybe less, I have gotten, I can't count them, how many messages I got from, it would, I just see, when I open it up, just message after message from pandirasbox. It's not over 50 or anything like that. 13, I don't know, a lot, whatever, it doesn't matter. And it's hard to even start to know where to start with this because this person mentions all these church fathers and they seem to be very educated and knowledgeable and they're doing something extremely Protestant, which is doing these comparative studies proof texts and oh this one fits that and that and then taking a negative stand against the church fathers and believing in something that not they argued against, but something that they half argued against, and that Irenaeus Docetists that he is refuting. Well, those don't exist. He's just making that up. But I have the real message, which is typical of a Gnostic. I mean, this person seems to be a Gnostic, unlike everybody else I've talked to on here. This hidden this thing that's not accessible to any academic but this person. Second of all, I it's clear from the messages that this person believes that the Catholic Church of the first 4 centuries looked something like Gothic cathedrals, priests walking around with the collar, um, purgatory, infallibility of popes, filioque believing, merit box of the saints, Catholics. That it existed nothing like that. They bring up, oh, it's the your works will be tested by fire. This doesn't mean purgatory. Ah, do you know purgatory is pretty much starts with Gregory the Great, and even then it wasn't. You're not paying for sins or your evil deeds, or it was something like the river of fire that going into heaven you are refined by fire. It's not. People have this. Oh, it's a purging of. That's not how it started off as a purging of sins. It was uh, the sanctification that you would be continuing to receive in the presence of God. Uh, Seems like a smart person, but whenever this is why they should really go and learn what the Orthodox actually say they are, who they are. Now, this person is not going to believe what the Orthodox believe, but they didn't pick parts. Oh, we're choosing to do this, or there's a conspiracy here. I mean, there's a lot of this. Oh, they did this secretly. They took all the texts. Now, yeah, well, if you only have Corinthians and you only have John, this makes it because there's, you know, they didn't know Paul. They didn't know his works. They read that and said, oh, and just misinterpreted them completely. But you, 2,000 years later, that's fine. Or saying Mark is not a good gospel. It's even though it's the earliest, and it actually says things like, and he felt compassion, and he was, angered, and the close look. But John is raised up above all the standard. I mean, it's Bart Ehrman wouldn't even agree with this. There's not. I don't know. This is something strange. I haven't come into it before. Again, the image that you keep presenting of the Catholic Church, of oh, this is what I mean. Purgatory, what? And you saying that the Orthodox Church doesn't believe Jesus Christ is the Logos. Yeah, he is. Incarnate. God the Son existed forever. Christ had a beginning in history. Jesus, the man, had a beginning. The Spirit became incarnate. The incarnate God. But before the incarnation, he wasn't. He was the Son. Still. I mean, that doesn't... I think you're arguing against Sabellianism or something, where it says God changed into, put on the mask of Jesus, and then after a while the Holy Spirit, you're not, again, you're not exactly arguing against my points. I don't know. It it's just puzzling. Where is this coming from? Is there an author? Is there a book I can read about this? Who agrees with this theory? How can I learn about it? Because you're posing questions. I think the probably person that came up with this theory is not familiar. So what the Catholic Church was for the first 500 years. Again, you still would disagree with orthodoxy, but I don't see you... that's no argument against orthodoxy. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm going to read more about the messages, get back to you on this. Maybe I'll understand it better, and I can reply to it better. But this is just off-the-cuff video. Alright, bye.